Now today we are going to consider the next device, which is nothing but the generator. Now what this generator is there, the working of generator and working of motor or construction, they are same. And already in previous chapter, that is magnetic effect of electric current, we have seen the working of motor. We have seen one topic, a torque acting on current loop, that is equivalent to motor. And now we are going to consider the generator. Now what this generator is there? This generator consists of two concave core pieces of the magnet, huge magnet. And inside that uniform magnetic field, there will be a coil. So this is the coil, rectangular coil. This rectangular coil is connected to certain pivot as a C1 and C2. That is to be called as a pivot or armature. And here this coil will be rotated with the help of certain energy, applied energy. And that armature M1 and M2, I can say as M1 and M2. They are connected to strips, and strip will be furthermore connected to bulb. So that whenever energy will be generated, EMF will be generated, this bulb will start glowing. So now we can concentrate on the working. Now for that working, I have drawn three more diagrams here. Now how it is? See here. If this is the rectangular coil, so this is the rectangular coil. So here the case. Here is north pole and here is the south pole. This is south pole and here is the north pole. Now when initially your coil will be parallel, the plane of the coil will be parallel to the direction of magnetic field. Your coil will be like this. So at that time, magnetic field direction will be from north pole to south pole. So direction of magnetic field and plane of the coil both are parallel. So both are steady. Coil is steady, magnetic field is uniform, means there is no change in magnetic flux. No change in magnetic flux means what? EMF induced is 0. But now when this coil turns rotating in the upward direction like this. So see here, it is said that the coil is rotated in the upward direction. So coil start rotating in the upward direction. When coil will start rotating upward direction, the perpendicular component of area vector will make certain angle with the magnetic field. Means there is a change in magnetic flux. And due to that change in magnetic flux, there will be induced EMF. Then again when I am saying that your coil will be turning in the downward direction, rotating in the downward direction, shown in this figure. When it is rotating in the downward direction, means again there will be a change in magnetic flux. But in the first case, when the coil is rotating in the upward direction, change in magnetic flux may be positive, so EMF introduced is negative. When coil will be turning in the downward direction, change in magnetic flux will be in the decreasing order, so EMF induced is positive. So like that manner, due to rotation of this coil, with the help of this armature, there will be a continuous change in magnetic flux. And due to that change in magnetic flux, EMF will get introduced. Right? Now, why there is a change in magnetic flux? When coil is rotating in the upward direction, this coil will become like this. Your magnetic vector will be moving. Magnetic vector will be like this. Your magnetic vector and area, they are not exactly perpendicular. So I have to draw a perpendicular component of area. So ये देखो, ये this straight line direction of magnetic induction. If I make it slightly tilted, it is the perpendicular area vector. So there is an angle between, अगर ये magnetic field है, ये area vector है, so there is an angle theta between the magnetic field and perpendicular component of area vector. So through that theta, your coil is rotating. And rotational velocity, it will be rotated with angular velocity omega. So theta is equal to nothing but omega t. Clear? Means now what I can say that your phi, that is magnetic flux, can be written as, now yesterday we have seen initially magnetic flux will be rotated in written in the form of magnetic field. Magnetic field is equal to magnetic flux area. Therefore, phi is equal to nothing but BA. But provided that when magnetic field and area vector, they are perpendicular. But here perpendicular component of area vector is cos theta. Adjacent component. See here. Magnetic field, area vector. They are making angle theta. So perpendicular component of area vector value is nothing but A cos theta. Now theta value is omega t. Therefore, your phi is equal to nothing but BA cos of omega t. This is nothing but phi. Right? Now, your Lee's law says that E is equal to minus d phi by dt. And if I am included that this coil consists of number of turns n, so I can include that n term here. That is EMF is equal to minus n d phi by dt. Clear? So now E is equal to minus n d dt of, we have value of phi is equal to BA cos of omega t. So BA cos of omega t. In that, magnetic field is uniform, area is constant, so that should be taken out of derivative. And BA ddt of, what I am getting? Cos of omega t. Cos of omega t derivative is minus sin omega t. So what I write down here? E is equal to minus n b a into bracket minus sin omega t, and derivative of omega t is omega. Minus minus will become plus, means I am getting EMF is equal to n b a omega sin omega t. Therefore, I write down E is equal to E0 sin of omega t. I have written peak EMF E0 due for this term NBAW, means peak EMF E0 is equal to NBAW. W means omega. So N is number of turns, B is magnetic field, A is area of the coil, and omega is nothing but the angular velocity by which that coil is rotating inside the magnet. So this is nothing but your EMF induced in the generator. Now this EMF induced in the generator have a maximum value as well as it has a minimum value. So now again concentrate. If this is the coil is initially parallel to the magnetic field. See here, this diagram I have shown previously. Here is your coil. It is parallel to the magnetic field. At that time, there will be no change in magnetic flux. So EMF is 0. Now, when it will start rotating, it will goes in the upward direction. So initial coil is at rest. When it will move upward, means to the initial position, it has made the angle 90 degree. So EMF is there. Again, it will come to the origin. Again, anti-parallel means EMF is 0. And now it will move to an angle of 270 degree to the origin. Means for theta is equal to 90 degree and or 270 degree. At that time, what happens here? EMF E is equal to plus E0 when your theta is 90 degree. And if your EMF E is equal to, plus E0 sin of omega t, and at angle 270 degrees Celsius, E is equal to minus E0 sin omega t. So this is original position, theta is 0, here it is 90, upward direction, EMF is maximum, again 180 means anti-parallel, EMF is 0, now it is moving downward means angle is 270, so EMF introduced is negative, negative means E is equal to minus E0 sin omega t, means in short I can write down E is equal to positive negative E0 sin omega t. So this is nothing but the EMF induced in the generator. Now this EMF induced into the generator, from that I can plot a graph of EMF versus this omega. So I can say here graphical presentation omega t and here is EMF. Peak EMF plus V0 minus C0. Now that curve, I will get it in this format. Here I am getting this back EMF. Right? This portion is to be called as a back EMF. Why this back EMF I am getting? This back EMF I am getting that is when I am rotating the coil. Initially coil is at 0 position. But when this coil starts rotating, then at that time slowly there is a change in magnetic flux. Slowly change in magnetic flux means what? There is slowly EMF start producing. So that's why this negative EMF I am getting, which is to be called as a back EMF. Clear? Then this is the AC EMF I am getting. But our DC motor, to operate your DC motor, we have to convert that AC voltage into DC voltage. So now I can convert into DC voltage. So for DC voltage, I have to convert negative pulses, negative EMF into positive. And for to operate DC motor, I have to convert your AC voltage into DC voltage. And on this DC voltage, your DC motor is working. And to avoid this EMF, back EMF, when we start the motor, it will take extra current. And once it will start running smoothly, then the current will goes on decreasing. Running smoothly means what? This is the graphic representation. So at that time, current taken by the AC generator will be less as compared to the starting. So this is nothing but your working of generator. And this generator will give us, AC generator will give us a DC motor. It will use the EMF to work the DC motor. So this is about your AC generator. So this AC generator and whatever torque acting on a current carrying loop you have seen, it is quite similar. So go through that both the topics simultaneously, so you will come to know that.